People say they want democracy, but they're never satisfied with the results. There's that 50% line right there. Democracy is the worst form of government except for all the others that have been tried, right? Does being forced to delegate all your political decisions to elite middlemen sound like democracy or more like aristocracy and oligarchy to you? Do you, as someone who has to work or has to caregive or maybe isn't wealthy or well-connected, do you have the same ability to make your own political decisions as someone who doesn't have to work, doesn't have to caregive, and is wealthy and well-connected? Absolutely not. You've been trained to look for equality under the law, but you've been missing equality over the law the whole time. We do not live in a democracy. We live in an aristocracy and oligarchy, and that's why our political outcomes are the way that they are. Elections are essentially a forced choice about delegating all of your political decisions to other people when you have no control over what it is that you're delegating or who's on the table for you to delegate to. That does not sound like will of the people. If we were going to try to get the will of the people, really try to figure out democracy from the ground up, what we might try to do is take a large representative random sample of the public, put them in a room, try to get them to hammer out the best consensus policy they could on a single topic, and then take that policy that they crafted, pass it on to another representative random sample, a bigger one, maybe 400, 500 people, and have those people hear all the pro and con arguments about this change, and then vote on whether or not that seems like an improvement to the status quo or it doesn't. And then we would take that policy, and if it passed, put it into law. That system that I just described is based on this idea called sortition, which means choosing decision makers based on lottery or randomness. And it's something that ancient Athenians used in their democracy, and is what philosophers basically prior to the United States Revolution considered to be the way to scale democracy. Aristotle, Montesquieu, Rousseau, they all have quotations about elections basically being a system of aristocracy or oligarchy, and lottery being the basis of democracy. If sortition sounds like a better system to you to get the will of the people, then I would highly recommend you check us out at democracywithoutelections.org.